Sunday morning and I am feeling fairly refreshed because I had quite a good night's sleep and a bit of a lie-in, which any parent knows is pretty much the holy grail. We're pretty lucky now that the kids sleep in till about 8 on a weekend. Ben's not actually asleep, but he knows he's not allowed to go downstairs, so he doesn't tend to disturb us. And because Dave gets up for work really early during the week, by the time he's been in bed till like 7, half 7, he's actually had quite a bit of a lie-in, so he tends to get up, so I'm onto a bit of a winner there. What I do find a bit of a struggle is getting to sleep in the first place. It's really annoying. Me and Dave often joke about it because I'll come to bed and like lie there for an hour, not able to sleep, and he gets into bed and as soon as his head hits the pillow he's pretty much snoring, which is infuriating because he's basically just rubbing my nose in it by making these loud noises and stopping me from going to sleep. Obviously it's not really his fault, but still, it's just another thing to be annoyed about when you can't nod off. Silentnight have sent me a set of sleep secrets to test out and see whether these tips help me to get to sleep a little bit better. So I'm going to share those with you now. My sleep secret number 1 is turning off all electronic devices an hour before bed. Okay, I know I should do it. I try to do it. I have like an alarm on my Fitbit that goes off at 9:30, which is meant to say, right, turn everything off now. And what it really does is make me go, oh, it's nearly bedtime and I haven't finished my work. I'm getting better now that I've got a desk and my laptop's in the other room. I'm getting better at turning it off and going and sitting in the living room for a little bit before bed rather than carrying on faffing around and turning my laptop up and straight upstairs. What I am completely rubbish at is not having my phone by the side of the bed. My excuse is that I rely on it as an alarm clock, but really it's just an awful habit that I've had for about 10 years now. More than that. God, how long have I had a mobile phone for? Probably about 20 years, let's be fair. Basically, since I went to university, my phone has been by the side of my bed, and obviously as phones have got more and more fancy, that's become more and more distracting, but I kind of can't, I just can't break that habit. I can't leave my phone downstairs. I have got better at just leaving it. It's on silent, it has a do not disturb feature, so I don't get any notifications after 9:30. But that doesn't mean that when I am struggling to sleep, I don't lie in bed scrolling Instagram and chatting to people on Twitter. So that tip would work for me, I'm sure, if I were able to follow it. But I just can't do it. I've tried. So yeah, at least I'm turning my laptop off sooner, but the phone thing, I tried it last year and I even bought an alarm clock, but I worry I won't wake up and I worry somebody will need me because, you know, the world would end if they couldn't get hold of me in the middle of the night. I don't know. But anyway, no, that tip doesn't work for me because I can't leave my phone alone. Tip number 2 is to have a nightlight and some white noise. I don't want a nightlight. Why would you want a nightlight? I sleep better in the dark, like proper. The best night's sleep I ever had was in a really random hotel at the side of the motorway with Kirsty when we were on our way to a wedding, and it just had, you would expect it to be really noisy, wouldn't you? But it had the most amazingly silent windows and the thickest blackout curtains that we both woke up in the morning like, oh, it's 10:30 or something, and both just felt so refreshed. It was literally the best night's sleep I've ever had. Dave and I have blackout curtains. Yeah, I don't want a nightlight in my room. I don't think that having that level of light is actually conducive to sleeping well. I'm not a fan of that one. The white noise, I can see that. I used to, when I was younger, fall asleep with music on all the time because it's just a little bit of a distraction, isn't it? And I probably would still do that now, except I cannot for the life of me work out a sleep function on my wireless speakers. I've downloaded apps and all sorts and I can't do that. I've tried kind of meditation apps before. I suppose for the white noise, it's just anything that's a little bit distracting, isn't it? That's going to stop you from thinking about other things, because I am a nightmare for planning vlogs and blogs in bed as I'm falling asleep. So then I either have to grab my phone and write notes on them because otherwise they'll never see the light of day, or I go to bed thinking, yes, that's amazing, I'll write that tomorrow, and wake up in the morning, no, don't know what I was writing about. So yeah, night light, no. White noise, yeah, I can see that one. I think that one does work for me a little bit when I think to do it. Tip number 3 is to turn the clock around so that you can't see it when you're trying to sleep. And I totally get that. I don't have a clock in my bedroom for that reason. It actually started when I was pregnant, you know, when you're up and down all night to the toilet to get some painkillers because your back hurts, because you're hungry, you feel sick, and and then it goes on into breastfeeding. Oh, I was up at this time, I was up at this time, I was up at this time, and you know how bad your sleep was. And then you're thinking, I've got to get up in 10 minutes, this is going to happen, there's no point in going to sleep now because the baby's going to wake up. If you don't know what time it is, you will just go back to sleep. It's so much better. It makes such a difference to the quality of my sleep. I don't think it helps me get to sleep, but when I am asleep or when I've woken up in the night, I do go back to sleep a lot quicker if I don't know what time it is. Although my phone is by the side of my bed, I never ever look to see the time in the middle of the night, and it has made a really dramatic difference. So yes, no clocks in your bedroom. Well, except your alarm clock, but don't look at it. You don't need to know the time. So yeah, for me, the biggest things that I know are going to impact on my ability to get to sleep and my ability to stay asleep and have a good quality sleep are not knowing what time it is and turning off the electrical stuff and not having it in my bedroom to give myself time to shut down. I know that I sleep so much better on the nights where I've just watched the telly for a bit and then spent a little bit of time taking my makeup off, kind of doing those self-care things that sometimes fall by the wayside a little bit because you just want to get to bed and actually you don't sleep well for it. So yeah, taking my makeup off and using like nice products and stuff, a bit of moisturiser, getting into bed, maybe having a little bit of a read, although I use the Kindle app on my phone, so that's just a fail again, isn't it? But yeah, so that's what my experience of the sleep secrets. I would love to know if any of those sleep secrets work for you or what your own sleep secrets are. If you can leave a comment for me in the box, I would love to try those out. See you soon.